So today we'll talk about why it's gonna be so bad for Kamala Harris. So this is the demographic model, and basically, the average vote was in the 2020 election, I think. Here, so basically, this is the 2020 results here. But we're gonna be going over all of the SIFs to tell you why this is pretty bad. So first, we're gonna go over the water pools have Black and African Americans. Okay, that 20%, around 12%. Of course, it's not the biggest shift, but it does turn Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Georgia and Arizona red. So already, with that small shift in the African American vote by around a couple of percentage points, also we see in the North Carolina polls that African Americans actually have declined in turnout as well. We see the North Carolina early polls. African American turnout is down. Okay, it's down in the North Carolina polls here, and Pennsylvania's up 0.9 for Trump now. Michigan flipped. Wisconsin is 0.5. And then we could go to the Hispanic vote, which a lot of polls have Hispanics at around 49% here. And this will be a rural turnout election, so it'll be 43 to 49%. Some, which is around, a lot of polls say around +6. That's what the Texas poll had. Well, if we do this nationally, Nevada flips, Arizona's +4, Georgia's +7, Texas is +12, Florida is +9, which Florida will probably be higher, than this. Michigan is +0.4, Wisconsin's +1, Pennsylvania is +1.8, Iowa and Ohio +9 and +10, and New Mexico, Minnesota, and Virginia might be even worse for And of course, white college graduates are actually slightly going to trend towards, especially men, towards the Republicans. So we could see Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania trending more and more. But the problem is, there's still one state that is still blue, and that's Virginia. Of course, this is based off the 2020 as well here. We can also add to the AIDS. Okay, Gen Z is trending against Republican, no, not Republicans, Democrats here. So we can see like a +10 shift for Gen Z. For some reason, Michigan's still blue. Older voters will probably, I would expect to say the same, but these voters, these are the average voters. They're the ones that are going to really flip the election. And also we see that the white vote is going up. Look at the North Carolina polls, which is, we'll keep it basically around the, okay, we can keep around 64% for non-college educated whites. They're turning out in higher numbers. Same thing with the college educated. And basically, this is around 74% of the electorate here. Black turnout is expected to be down, looking at the North Carolina poll. Meanwhile, they're expected to trend Republican. Same thing with the Hispanic and Latino ethnicity. There's, of course, excluded for parties, obviously. Which will be a 6-point difference is what a lot of polls are finding out, states like Texas and Nevada. So this is a pretty accurate. And of course, the turnout is expected to be down a little bit more. And Asian and others will likely also trend for Republicans. So this will be pretty bad news here. That's another, and this is what we get. The map is 13 electoral votes. Yeah, this is the map we get. Apparently, Trump would win the popular vote by 5. I don't really think that's too likely. Yeah. Okay, this is a 3.8. This is a much more likely electoral win for Trump. And basically, Harris will be fighting over electoral scraps. But it seems like if you even look at the Virginia early votes, it's getting pretty bad for that state. Can you do state Virginia? No, you can't do Virginia. Nope, you can't. But of course, you see turnout for like blacks versus African American down. This is gonna be a lower turnout election, so let's just go put this down a little bit here. And we have Trump up, I think, around 4 of this one. And in this one, Minnesota would actually flip in this turnout here. We're trying to make the map more realistic. But this might actually be the election result, which could be pretty scary for Harris. And I also see the, you know, okay, that's okay. That's team. Okay, that's the Republicans. Let's keep around 14%. And also the vote sales. Look at the North Carolina, where it's expected to decline a little bit as well. So even with us sifting the African American vote, this is the map we'll get here. But the real winner with this one is the Hispanic vote sifting towards the Republican Party. Here, this is around +6, I think. Here, we'll keep the vote. We'll keep the Asian one. Asian slash other is also expected to trend Republican as well. So this actually is This is actually a tied electorate, and Trump is still winning. Trump barely wins barely loses the popular vote by around 7,000 votes here. Also, Harris is also alienating a lot of the white working class as well, which is not a. So I expect that vote to go further against. And you have the similar results to Gold Crowd Politics, and that was Intel, with some of the more accurate models for the election, have some of the more accurate posters and models for the election, which, again, it's over for Harris. If you look at the early vote, we're just using the early vote data by race from North Carolina. It shows that black turnout is down and white turnout is up. Okay, this is pretty bad. If this is the demographic model by race and ethnicity, and it shows Harris. If we rate it to like how it is in North Carolina, we'll keep white college graduate the same. We won't mess with that, but that vote demographics also traded Republican. This is very, very bad news for Democrats because, again, the only vote in Virginia is, Republicans, at least as of now, they haven't released any more data, I think, for that. And also, Republicans gained a lot of keep getting voters in Pennsylvania. Okay, mostly due to the early vote action by, Scott Presler and his team, which, is gonna really help Trump win that state. So this is the map we're likely going to see. And this is even before we sift the white college graduate vote, especially amongst men. And there's a possibility Minnesota, New Mexico, and Virginia will flip. And of course, New Hampshire and Maine at large. Okay. Trump would win 313 electoral votes because I think that people are worried over the whole Nebraska second, but there's just a huge possibility Trump might just win Nebraska second overall. They won't need it. Trump will just win all of the Nebraska districts. Yeah, so Nebraska's, first and third will be very safe. Republican and Maine second will also be safe. Republican. So this is pretty bad news for Harris overall. Trump's expected to win all of his safe states. So he's expected to win Texas. He's expected to win Florida by 11 points. Texas by 13. Florida by 11. This is pretty accurate to Florida. Florida's SIFT as well. And also, you got this. It's also so in the, SIFT in New York. New York, it's only plus 13. Which is what some of the more accurate polls have New York at. Okay, and people say, but Trump can't win. And of course, this will be a lower turnout election than 2020. So we're gonna turn down the turnout of all groups of people as well. So yeah, because I don't think it will be that high turnout like in 2020. Okay, so this will be it'll still be like 3.5% electoral victory. It won't be the same turnout. It'll be a similar turnout to 2016 as well. But if this demographic model is accurate to the how it is in some of the early polls, like how it is in North Carolina, where blacks are underperforming turnout in North Carolina and in Georgia, you're gonna expect those states to flip for Trump. Okay, they're underperforming in Pennsylvania and Virginia. So Trump actually might win Virginia because this SIPs the whole country. Individual state SIPs do not apply, but we might be repeating the original elections, how they had the Joe Biden election before they started posting like Trump landslides as well. We have New Jersey within 10. We have Illinois within 10. According to this model, Colorado within 10, and Oregon within 10. Of course, Vermont and Maryland are not flipping. DC's not flipping, obviously, but we also have you have New Jersey within 10. This is all very, very bad numbers for Harris. It'll be very interesting to see how the election turns out. It shapes out to be, because we'll see the early vote in places like Virginia collapse for Democrats. Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Georgia, these 4 states had early vote collapses. Also in Florida too, but Florida is a Republican state. It's expected to vote Republican by at least 10. Okay, I think 10 to 11 is a very accurate number for Trump in that state, considering the fact that state shifted so far to the right as well. So yeah, very, very bad numbers for Harris. And also they even say that the Democrats might not even win the House. Republicans might actually extend in the House. And also, Republicans might actually win the Senate in Pennsylvania and Michigan. Of course, it's not set in stone, obviously, but, there's a possibility that might happen. Arizona and Nevada, not too sure about those 2 states, but because, they have Kelly Lake in Arizona. I don't know about Wisconsin, they're still not enough data, but it looks like that they're going to flip. That as of now, Republicans are going to win Ohio and Montana, and of course West Virginia, which that's easier. That's an easy flip. But Montana and Ohio, they're not going to win both states. Democrats are not going to win both states. They're going to lose both states. Okay, and yep, that's it about this video. And it seems that Kamala Harris will not be the next president. Of course, things could change over the next month, but as the trends give it, Trump is probably going to win the election. Of course, we're going to wait to see how the results turn out on the election day and how the early voting turns over time. But if most of Kamala Harris's voters already voted, this is very bad news for Kamala Harris, as most of the votes going forward are Republican voters, which is very, very bad news. And also, we got the crosstabs as well in most polls. This is a pretty accurate model, all things considered, because I don't know about the age and other voter, They don't really do too much polls on that, but Hispanic and Latino voters, are shifting towards the right massively. Black and African Americans are shifting towards the right, and white college voters. I think white college voters are shifting towards the left, but we didn't really change them. But of course, non-college educated voters are shifting towards the right, which is the Trump base, which is around 44% of the voters in the country. So yeah, that's about this video here. Goodbye.